and something strange in the neighborhood. Who are you going to call? That's right, Teg, the Evesham gamer. Right. The reason why I say that is just because I feel a little bit like Dan Aykroyd at the moment. You know, so because these LCD glasses, is that right? The LCD, yeah. Are what I've been wanting to talk about for a little while. And it was actually Ollie, 8-Bit Boy UK, that first brought these to my attention. And these are the ASUS VR100 LCD glasses, so they're shutter glasses. And I don't know, I just picked my phone up a minute ago and thought, oh, I must look that up. I must look that up first. And then I completely blanked out at that moment, thinking, well, why am I holding my phone? I don't know. Maybe I was feeling the girth, girthiness. I was the girth of my phone. But no, seriously, what I was meant to be looking up, was on eBay to see if any were available. As of about 2 weeks ago, there wasn't, and they don't come up very often. But the reason I wanted to talk about them is because they work for the Master System. So they're a really great alternative to the Master System 3D glasses. And anyone that's worth their salt will know that the SEGA Master System 3D glasses, especially a nice set, will cost you a bomb. And quite frankly, it's no reason why. My words are so bad of late. Maybe I'm on an adventure to dementia. I don't know. Shouldn't say that because that's not a very nice thing to say for those people that are suffering from dementia, but I digress. So we'll just rewind a little bit and go back to these again. That they're what I think these cost me about. I think they cost me about 40 or 50 quid about a couple of years ago. And as I say, 8-Bit Boy UK, and yes, I still have the badge, of course. I reached out to Ollie about these and said that I don't have a 3D adapter. Now, I don't think he ever watched that original video because he never commented. So if you are watching this, Ollie, this is a thank you again for the effort that you went to get that for me. And there it is. So what can I tell you about these? Well, what I can tell you first and foremost, before I got completely sidetracked, was that the original SEGA Master System 3D glasses, there's no reason why well, there is a reason actually, but basically whenever you find them, they've always got an arm missing, and the reason for that is because they were effectively built for small heads. So for someone with a big nugget like me, these fit perfectly. You look like a twat. I mean, at least you look like a twat or a cool twat if you're wearing a VR headset, but these really don't do you any justice. I mean, I suppose if you dressed up on Halloween as a Ghostbuster, like I made that reference earlier, you might look quite cool with these, but you certainly wouldn't want to have a pair that works. So do they work with the Master System? Yes, they do. And do they work well? Yes, they do. They do, surprisingly. I was really, really chuffed with them. Now, these originally came with a graphics card for PC back in 1998. Now, they're not, I'd say they're pretty hard to get hold of now. There was a guy in the United States that had about 200 of these a couple of years ago, and once people picked up on that, they were buying them in their droves. The guy ran out. I think I think he had about 1,000 of them. And they weren't obviously with a graphics card. They were just the glasses, and no graphics card. So yeah, they sold out pretty quick. I was quite surprised to see that there were so many available at the time. But yeah, I think you'll be hard pressed now to find them. But if you can get them, they are at a good price. Like I wouldn't say 60 quid is a bad price for these if you can get them, especially if they're still new. These were new when I got them. You can just about tell they're all clean. There's no scratches on there. I've been very careful to look after this. And yeah, and as I say, they work incredibly well. Unfortunately, I can't give you, you can't experience the full effect of Sega 3D glasses through, you know, a game capture card. It just doesn't work like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of gameplay at the end of this video of a couple of games, and the only two 3D games that I have in question are Space Harrier 3D and Missile Defense 3D. Now I know there'll be a few people that might be upset that watch this, if anyone watches this, but unfortunately I don't have Outrun 3D, which apparently is the best 3D game on the Master System. Don't know, haven't played it. I was looking at getting a Sega Master System, what do you call it, you know, a bloody flash cart, so that I could then put the ROMs onto that and then play it through it. So that will probably be something that I will do eventually, but it's not going to happen for the foreseeable future. So until that point, it's just these two games. Going back to putting them on, they are very comfortable, so that they'll fit big bonces, which is not a problem. They seem to stay on, you know, not that you're going to be moving around like that, because, you know, but I did find that you do need to fiddle around with it, because it has got one of these little jacks on it, okay, obviously, because it needs to, otherwise it wouldn't work with the Master System adapter. But I found on a couple of occasions I have to twist it a little bit. That's probably just because there's fluff or something inside here, I'm not sure. But anyway, I better not push that in whilst that's on. You might even be able to hear there's a game on at the moment. It's Outrun. So what I'm going to do, and then I'm not going to use my GoPro this time, because it messed up the audio on my last videos. I don't know, for whatever reason. I did everything I could. It's only ever so slightly out in that video, but to me it's noticeable. So I'm going to use my phone to capture the TV, like the good old-fashioned way of doing it. But yeah, I highly recommend these if you get a chance to get them. Again, it's the ASUS VR100s, okay? So, and you don't want them with the graphics card. Well, you might do. I don't know. You might be after a graphics card if it's an old, you know, a Windows 98 PC, for example. I was just about to say a name of an old PC from then, but I can't remember off the top of my head what it was called. Again, it's in my head and gone again. So yeah, maybe I am again on an adventure to dementia. So yeah, highly recommended. I think there's nothing more really to say about it, because it's something I've been meaning just to mention for a while again, and also to give a second chance to Ollie to say thank you very much for the work, for the extent, the level that he went to get that for me, and never actually charged me for it, even though I did say, oh, you haven't sent me any bank details or even that sort of thing, and I asked a few times. So yeah, sorry to bring up the history, Ollie. I just have to say thank you ever so much for helping me out back then, and I assume by the silence that you didn't want anything for it. So, but you know, there's always a favour in the bag for you. All right, so I'm going to shut up there, and the next part is just going to be some gameplay of that. I'll be talking because I have the phone recording, so we go from there. But there's not really much to see, because obviously the 3D image looks fucking weird on a CRT if you're just recording it with a camera. But it's just basically me with the glasses on, using a light phaser and a controller. There you go. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you've got any questions or any comments, leave them below as usual, because that's cool. Don't know when the next video I'm going to do with me in it is, but I've been really busy with my new car after I finally got my new car. I'm not going to sit and tell you what it is, because I don't do things like that. There's no need, all right? Because it's bragging effectively, so I don't do that. But I've been really busy, and I'm busy with that and amongst other things. So yeah, don't know when the next one of me in the video is going to be, but you know, if you still like this, stay tuned. That's all I can say. Finally, the last thing I'm going to say, there is going to be coming up at some point before Christmas, the Mega CD Appreciation Society with myself, the Retro Martin, John Bunday, and Sean from Pompey Games Room, and a special guest. And all I'm going to say to that, okay, is it's true. It's true. It's true. That should give it away, possibly. I don't know. Probably not, because my impression is absolutely pants, and I haven't tried to rehearse it. But there we go. I know someone else though that's a bit chicken that does a fantastic impression. Anyway, I'll leave it there because I'm just digressing and rabbiting on. I hope you're all well. Yeah, see you on the next one. Take care for now. Okay, so I said I was going to do this. Now you can't see that very well, obviously. Well, you can that bit, but now you can see these are working. You can see the line moving there, but what I see in these is not what you're seeing on the camera. So they're like flashing away really quickly. Although that does appear, so it does stabilize the picture. Not as much, you know. Anyway, right, let's give this a go, shall we? So as you can see, I have got them on. We've got the trusty light phaser out. No, yeah. Does that work better? I got that. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Look. Probably thinking, what the fuck's he aiming at here? Jesus. Right, let's try again. Didn't do too bad there, really. 14 shot down out of 20. It actually looks alright on the camera, what you're seeing. That's weird. For me it don't, I tell you. Maybe the camera's doing something super sexy. I really don't understand it, okay? Why it's looking fine on the camera. It must be something to do with the processing there. There you go. You learn something new every day. Oh. Now this is not my best light phaser. This one's slightly buggered, but you can hear it rattling. It's the bit in the end. I never got. What, one bloody. Oh, fair enough. 20 were launched and one hit the thing, and that was it. Game over. Right. Okay. Whilst we're still here, let's pop that one out and let's have a go on Space Harrier 3D. Change that resolution. There we go. 4:3. Right, just unplugging. So I've got I've got a really classic Master System case down here for the Master System 2, and it keeps on most of my controllers. But now from what you're seeing, that looks absolutely, oh no, you can see it moving left and right and jiggling around. Let's have another look here through this. You can now, yeah, you can see it going now, see? Right, let's give it a go. It does look pretty good, I have to say. It's a bit like, I think it's probably not as bad as the Virtual Boy, but like the fact that this one is as well. I don't know about the other Master System versions of Space Harrier, or the Master System version, if it's got speech in it. I can't recall, but this one definitely has. Although it's pretty fucking naff. I like it. I like the 3D. I think these glasses are an excellent alternative to the original 3D glasses, without a shadow of a doubt. Oh, he almost got me. Oh, I think he's going to get screwed here. Is there any bosses in this game? Because I just seem to be just... I think it's about the furthest I've ever got in this game, to be honest with you. Oh, there obviously is, because the music's changing. Oh wow, that lasted all of a few seconds. Well, there we go, game over. Well, thanks again for watching, and there was some gameplay with the 3D glasses, sort of, on the Master System. Ciao for now.